One daughter was screaming. My mother and my brother are still in the house.
How did it happen?
It was awful.
A mother and her son are killed as flames and smoke engulf their home in West Seneca. And good evening, everyone. We are following a number of big stories tonight, beginning with sadness in the South Towns.
Reality is only beginning to set in now for a family devastated by a fatal fire. A mother and her 12-year-old son were killed. Two other children jumped out of windows to escape the fiery death trap. Neighbors did everything they could to help the survivors. The firefighters and other first responders are also trying to come to terms with what happened. And now everyone is asking what started this tragic fire. We begin tonight with News 4's Rich Newberg live in West Seneca. Rich?
Well, initial reports, this fire does not look suspicious, but whatever the cause, neighbors are having a hard time coming to grips with it.
This reported video captured by KPs shows the home of Nancy Krantz going up in flames.
I just saw the flames and it looked like I was in hell. It was just flames all over the place.
The 51-year-old mother and her 12-year-old son, Austin, perished in the fire. Her two other children were at windows. Neighbors heard screams. Some broke through windows and a door. The oldest child, Hayden, was holding a cat. One neighbor turned out to be a rescuer. Scott Bowl didn't want his face on camera.
Seconds finally persuaded her to jump, and then she jumped from the second-story window. I broke her fall as much as I could.
15-year-old Ian Krantz jumped from a side window about 1.5 stories high. Both children who jumped survived.
And the one daughter was screaming. My mother and my brother are still in the house. So the teenage boy came back to the house with me, and he called his dad. His mom and dad are divorced or separated, and he said to Dad on the phone, "You gotta come, there's been a fire, and Mom and Austin are still in the house."
Two firefighters suffered burns on their neck and ears, but are expected to be okay. Neighbors are still getting over the shock and the sounds of screams coming from inside the house.
Horrible, horrible. I can't imagine I just can't get that voice out of my head of the scream for help.
Fire investigators from West Seneca Police and the Erie County Sheriff's Office entered the home later in the day, searching for clues.
There's a lot of damage sustained to the residents, so it's going to take them a little while to sift through this.
First responders had tried to get into the house, but the flames were just too intense. The mother was found just inside the front doorway. Austin was found in the upstairs bedroom. Reporting live, Rich Newberg, News 4 at 5.